Hey guys, I had a lot of you ask me about how to set up your altar, so I just wanted to show you mine. I am gonna clean it today. I did a spell yesterday, so it's quite messy afterwards with herbs spilling out. I have ashes right here, so just a lot of things. And I think it's also very important to clean your altar every once in a while completely and just take everything off, cleanse your space, and then put it all back. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I figured that while I'm cleaning, I can just go through and tell you the basics of what you need for your altar. So let's get started. Okay guys, so right here I'm just taking everything off of my altar, just clearing it off so that I can put the altar cloth into the washing machine. So that's what you're seeing me do right now, and then after this you'll see how I clean the actual wood part of the dresser that is my altar. So right here, I'm just cleansing the wood dresser part of my altar with crystal moon water. It has the energy of 13 full moons and it has amethyst in it. So very nice cleansing product. So right here, I'm just cleansing the things that were able to get wet with moon water. So I didn't use this on my crystals. So now that my altar cloth is clean, I'm just going through and individually placing each thing back onto my altar. I didn't end up using the moon water to cleanse my crystals. I showed this off camera, but I individually went through and cleansed them with dragon's blood incense that I had. It's really good for purification. I know that it's called crystal moon water, so that's a little confusing, but not all crystals can get wet, so I didn't want to risk it, so I just used incense. I know that if you get some of them wet, they can dissolve or have a toxic response, such as tiger's eye, which is one of the crystals that I have. So to be safe, I did not wet any of my crystals. So this is just me putting everything back, and if you guys need a video on how to cleanse crystals, just let me know. Okay guys, now that my altar is all put back together, all nice and pretty, I'm gonna go through everything that's on my altar and what I use it for. So this is not really a altar video, what you should put on your altar, but this is what I put on my altar that I personalized for me. Everyone, of course, should have a altar cloth, but beyond that, you just personalize it for yourself. But here we go. So the first thing I have is this vase, and it's filled with tall white taper candles. And the reason that I have a lot of white candles is because they can be substituted for any color of the other candles. So like blue, green, you can use a white candle. And at the bottom, I just have rocks from my local beach, and all cleansed, of course, but I just thought that that looked pretty that way. So next, I have Himalayan salt rocks. So these are actually really handy. I got these from Michael's. They came in about a pack. I don't have as many anymore, but they came in about a pack of 10 to 8, I want to say. And I really like these because all you have to do is wet them, and then you can make them into Himalayan salt. So I didn't have to buy a big bag. Of course, it's a little bit more work because you have to use this to grind it down and whatnot. But also, they can also sit on your altar for decorations. And then when I'm ready, I just wet them and then grind them down and use it for whatever purpose that I want. So I have a few of those right here, and then I have this little glass jar thing that I'm not even sure what it is. My mom gave it to me, and I just put some of the rocks in here, and then the other ones are right here. This is where I burn my incense. It's not an incense burner at all, but there happens to be like this perfect crevice right here where incense can sit. It's actually for tea light candles, so you could put a white candle or whatever kind of candle you want in there, and it'll sit in there and it'll burn. So I haven't actually used it for that purpose yet, but that's really what it's for. Okay, next I have this. Most witches have a motor and I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but most of us have one of these. And basically you just grind your herbs into it, salt, whatever, you know, that you need to grind up. So I recommend that everyone have one of these on their altar. Next is my cauldron. So you can burn incense in here. Earlier I showed you how much incense it had in there. So yeah, that's what I use mine for. And burn incense in it. So do you need this? I think so. If you're gonna burn cone incense like this, I think you would need it. Otherwise, I guess maybe not. But it's very nice addition to my altar, I think, so I like to have it. Next, I have this, which I've already pretty much explained. It's to ward off bad spirits, all that evil stuff. If you have a pendulum board, I recommend that you get one, just to keep you safe. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. This is my Book of Shadows, and this is also a jar necklace that I have. Super, super pretty. But yeah, I don't actually usually keep my Book of Shadows out, so sorry for the barking. Those are my dogs. Next is, I'm not exactly sure what this is called, but you put oil at the top and you put a tea light candle at the bottom, and when the candle is burning, it smells really good. It just makes the room smell amazing. I really recommend getting one. It's not necessarily witchy, but I think it's very cute and nice to have. Okay, so now I'm just gonna skip to my altar drawer real quick, and we can do a brief little description of everything that's in here. So first I have this book. I really liked it, and I definitely do recommend it if you are a beginner. I have some Dragon's Blood incense sticks. They're definitely my favorite. I got these from Five Below. I believe there's 30 that come in here. I can't remember. It was $2 though. So only $2 for 30. I think that's pretty good. And then here's a candle that I haven't used yet. It's a Lilac Remembrance tea light candle. So I'll use that eventually. And here is an offering candle. I've already used 2 of them right there. It's for Goddess Basset. So they're very pretty. Love them. I got that from an online Etsy shop. If you want to know who the shop is, just comment below and I'll try to find the link. Next, I have some purification bath salts. So I like to run a bath after a spell and put these in. It just feels nice to be purified, I guess you could say. They smell really good. I got these from Madame Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. So parlorofwonders.com is where I got them from. I got a lot of stuff from my altar from there as well. Here's just some tissue paper. I use this to wrap my candle spells in after I'm done with, to dispose of them. And then I just have bags, an empty bag that I could use for a mojo bag, some empty plastic bags, another possible mojo bag, so, and some brown paper because you can use that for petition paper as well. Of course, once you rip it, so that it doesn't have any factory ends. And then I have some more white candles. I have a lot of white candles, and then a red candle that I've already used. So this red candle is not a candle like that I use for rituals or anything. It's a candle that I use to seal jars. So yeah. Also have some scissors, and that's about it for this first drawer. Okay guys, so this is the middle section of my altar, and we'll just get into this very quickly here. So here are my 2 golden antique candle holders that my mother gave me. I really like them a lot, probably mostly for the fact that my mom gave them to me. So thank you, Mom. I used to have tea light candles on here, but I liked how it looked with the Himalayan salt chunks with the lake rock. So I ended up keeping this look rather than the tea light candles on there. Next, I just have my crystals. So I have my 3 points right here, and then I have these 2 double-sided points. I'll show you what I mean by double-sided. double-sided points right there. So yeah, I really like all my crystals to be in a circle, so that's how I have them, in a circle. Next, I have my Goddess Bassett incense converter. I got this from Parlor of Wonders. I can leave that website below if you guys would like. Just let me know in the comment section. It has an incense cone in it right now, but I have actually never used it because I only got incense cones about a few days ago. So I'll let you guys know how it works out. Next, I have my Goddess Bassett mini statue, and I just love this statue. The detailing on it is really beautiful, and I just love it. I got that from a shop. Where did I get it from? Etsy. I got it from Etsy, a shop on Etsy. So if you would like that shop name, they have other deities as well. Just to clarify, I don't work with Goddess Bassett as a deity. She's more so my primary goddess, which I found out through a tarot card reading. So I'm not working with her just yet because, as you guys know, deities are a lot of work. But I'm starting off slow with offerings and that type of thing. So, you know, just honoring her. But I do not work with Goddess Bassett at this moment. Next, here in the back section, I have two mini jars. One is mine and one is my cousin's. So I just keep them there so that they do not break, because if they break, then they're useless after that, and I would have to remake them, and I'm currently out of mini jars. So I like to keep those at the back section of my altar just so that I don't break them. And then I do have this sticker. It came with my Goddess Bassett mini statue, so I just hang it there because I just think it looks nice to have something in between the candles again. And yeah. Okay guys, so now I'm just gonna go over the last section of my altar, so from here to here. So I guess I can start with my mini chest first. I have some eggshell powder, some black salt, and this is actually empty, which I did not know. So I'll have to put something in there. And what is this that just fell over? This is some essential oil. I almost said anointing oil, but it's essential oil. I can tell because it looks a little thinner. My anointing oil is right here, and it's a little thicker, a little more yellowy. Oh, and this is also eggshell powder. It's in a skinny jar. So eggshell powder, empty, and then I believe this one is black salt. And then at the bottom there, I just have some little tiny crystals. These are the kind that would go into jars. Not really the kind that you would use for big spells or anything. So yeah, that's about it for the Goddess box. Goddess Isis box. Not much in there, just cards from Etsy shops that I bought from if I want to go back, and yeah, some powders. I don't put the oils in there because I would have to lay them down flat, and I'm a little nervous about them spilling somehow, but I have protection oil and also some hot oil right there. This is another spell that can go in there. And then I always have this Hoodoo poppet sitting on top. It is not a voodoo doll. Everyone keeps asking me that. It's a Hoodoo poppet. So, and then I put the mini chest right there. So that's that section. And then I have this little mini waterfall that I got from Five Below for $5. So you just fill it up with water in these little cracks here, and yeah, it works for about a few hours, and then you should probably turn it off so you don't overwork it. But I got the seashells from my local beach. The rocks are also from my local beach, so I picked all this stuff out myself. So yeah, it's very pretty and relaxing. Next, I just have some black salt and my crystal moon water. And then in the back section there, I have some music boxes that my mom gave me. That's my ring light. And this is a jar that I'm using for a spell tonight. Tonight is April 7th. It's going to be the super pink moon, so I'm going to make a self-love jar. So that's very exciting. So the last thing before we are done with this video is my second drawer. I'll just go through it really briefly. This is my second altar drawer, and I have most of my herbs in here. I don't have any herbs in there. This is where I keep all my herbs, and these are the mini candles. Those are the ones that will fit in this tiny candle holder. So yeah, I have these, some dragon's blood, Florida water. These are the incense cones, more incense, charcoal tabs, salt. Here are some tea light candles, rosemary, thyme, and some more candles. So yeah, that's all that I have in here is just candles, herbs, dragon's blood, and all that other stuff. So guys, that is my altar. If you have any questions about how to put together your altar, just let me know. And if you're making an ancestor altar, I can probably help with that, because this is my main altar, but I also have an ancestor altar. So